Aafaq and I'm your lecturer for today. So today our topic is industrialization. So before we start the video, you see this clip. So what happened in this clip? Yes, a group of men are working in an industry and this is where the production of goods takes place. So whether you live in a small town or a city, your life has been impacted by industrialization, meaning that you are living a standard way of life than your parents and grandparents, or there are more consumer goods in your house than your ancestors and parents. Whatever the case may be, one thing is for sure that we are highly dependent on industrialization. Basically, industrialization is the process of changing an economy based on production of goods and provision of services. In simple words, industrialization is when the country's economy is dependent on the production of goods. So, where did industrialization begin? Industrialization began in the mid 1800s in Britain and then spread through Europe and North America. And its peak came in the late mid 1800s when, with the improvements in internal combustion engine and the development of the steam engine and the improvements in transport and telecommunications. And these all advancements made it easier and cheaper and more efficient. So, what are the major industrial regions of Pakistan? The major industrial regions of Pakistan include the textile sector, the cotton sector. The textile sector is largest sector in Pakistan, and it is all present in Punjab. And second becomes the agriculture. Agriculture is large in all provinces except for Balochistan because there is no fertile land in Balochistan. And the natural gas and coal mining are found in Punjab, Sindh, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And forestry is basically Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and the trade and tourism is in Balochistan. And the Sindh has the most number of refineries. And what is GDP? GDP is a main part of industrialization. GDP full form gross domestic product. GDP is the monetary value of all goods and products produced within the country. And about 20.9% of the economy of Pakistan is dependent on agriculture and 20.30% on industry, meaning that Pakistan is still very dependent on agriculture. But as the time passed, it is transitioning from an agriculture country to a semi-industrialized country. So basically, industrialization is still spreading through the world after 300 years after it started in before it started in Britain. And some non-industrialized countries also played a critical role in this industrialization, as the raw materials and minerals were used by semi-industrialized and industrialized countries to make their economy stable. And economic globalization plays a crucial role in industrialization. So, what is economic globalization? Economic globalization is the growing interdependence of world's economies, cultures, and populations. In simple words, economic globalization is when the economies of the countries depend on each other, and this means import and export. And import and export is a I will make a further video on import and export further and international trade. After that comes the cotton industry. Cotton industry is the biggest industry in Pakistan. Cotton is the main exports of Pakistan, and about 3.6 million cotton is exported every year from Pakistan. Cotton is the oldest crop that is cultivated in this region, and about 1.6 million farmers in Pakistan harvest crops, especially cotton. And around 15% of nation land is used for cotton, or 2,950,000 hectares of land each year. And Pakistan produces natural and synthetic fibers. And before the era of industrialization began, textiles were produced on handlooms, meaning that these processes and techniques were modified over time and evolved in modern day textile industry. Not many of these processes were modified, but more emphasis was placed on quality control of products. So, Pakistan is becoming an urbanized country because of its industrial sector. So, why people of Pakistan are still very dependent on agriculture? First, because agriculture has been necessary for survival, and there was very much time to produce these types of crops, and there was little time to produce goods. So, that's the big reason behind this. And now, if we talk about the industries in other world, so Germany has the largest industry. Germany has the largest economy in Europe. About 70% of its GDP comes from service industries, 29% from manufacturing, and only 1% from agriculture. Its main exports are motor vehicles, and its main service industries include trade and tourism. The, that's it. And after comes Nigeria. Nigeria has the largest economy in Africa, and its main exports are oil, and its economy is dependent on oil. and which is becoming less because of financial and other service sectors are becoming. And the people of Nigeria are still very reliant on agriculture, but it is finishing because of the industrialization. Thirdly comes the Kuwait. Kuwait is a country in Middle East, and its economy is entirely dependent on oil, and it is a disadvantage also because if our demand in oil becomes low, so its economy will be destroyed. Overall, agriculture remains an essential part of Pakistan economy. About half of the workforce of Pakistan is employed in agriculture. Wheat, rice, cotton, and sugarcane make up the large proportion of the crops grown in Pakistan. Now, if I tell something to you about historically, so archaeologists have discovered that the land where cotton is cultivated is the oldest land for Pakistan, and so the cotton is referred to as white gold. And around 7,000 years ago, this happened. If we are talking about cotton, so we can also talk a little about cotton stages of production of cotton. There are basically four main stages of production: growing, harvesting, spinning, and ginning, and one more, sorry, weaving. And we don't have to go a deeper. I will make a proper detailed video on this further. And stay tuned for more. And best of luck to you all. And I hope you gain full concepts, and this will help you a lot. And please help me. And